And welcome back to I Can't Believe This Is a Podcast. When I say welcome back, I of course mean welcome, because this is the first one we're uploading. My name is Jules, I am Audio Man. Joining me at this round table of questionable activities, on my left is Dev, on my right is Soyboy, and somewhere up in the rafters is good old Shimik.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
He would be in the rafters.
Yeah,
I think he would be. Yeah.
They keep me up here because I'm an internet ne'er-do-well.
Let's be honest here. You're there of your own volition, and you have no intention of leaving.
Yeah,
I
definitely
never will.
We can tell.
We told him that we were doing an episode, and he was like, ah! He did like a Gollum voice, and he just scurried up.
They heard me in the roof.
Also, I don't think. Hey, Jules, I don't think it caught. Can you do that impression again? I think I need to hear it again. It might clip on my end. You want to redo that one?
Yeah, can you do one?
Thank you. That's a special feature for you.
Yeah, I definitely needed to hear that.
Yeah, it goes to the Blu-ray.
Soyboy, did you just record me?
No, I would.
Motherfucker.
I would never do such a horrible thing to a friend.
All right.
Wink emoji IRL.
Audience, join us for next episode to hear Soyboy's soundboard, where it's just random noises that I make for this episode.
This one and the ones that I make.
Yep. Wait, what?
Anyways.
It's been a while.
And then ones that you make together.
Yeah. You guys are making a podcast without me?
It's just an entire hour of them making noises together.
Wait, then what are we doing right now? Where's the
don't worry about it.
Yeah, but when we were making
very good.
When we were making those noises, we're connected. Right now, we're not really that connected. You know what I mean?
Boys, I want to take us international on our first episode uploaded. All right, I want to take us to a world, a made up world, mind you, but
You're saying you want to make us a star?
Yeah.
No, I want to take you all to France.
Oh,
because France.
Why the
France
hell?
I want to go home
right now. I immediately don't like this.
Guys, the first topic we can't just shit talk France.
Yes, we can.
I beg to
This
differ.
comes
we can
via Eurogamer.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Sure.
France bans, and this is via Eurogamer. France bans official use of anglicized gamer words.
Oh yeah,
yes.
I remember about this. Yeah.
So, audience, if you want, the article's up on Eurogamer. It's 31st of May, 2022. The gist of it is they aren't streamers over there. All right, they're not streamers. They're, and I'm gonna butcher this. Animateur and direct pour vous.
Okay, so
I already hate
I don't know what
I'm
you
not
just
even
said.
French, but that hurt my soul.
That was too long for a title that just means I'm playing games and getting paid. So what's the title supposed to mean?
So, well, how about this? So, recently, especially with, like the lockdown, everyone going psycho, you have all these different streamers, right? So, we have this in English. We call them, these different genres, and one of those genres is like hot tub streamers, right? Or like swimsuit streamers, whatever you call them.
They're called actors and actresses in the hot tub category.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that's what it is in French verbatim. Like a sentence worth of words. Yeah, so the reason why, and again, this is all very dumb, verbatim from the Eurogamer article, the Culture Ministry has said the video game sector is rife with English words that could be a quote-unquote, a barrier to understanding for non-gamers.
I, for some reason, thought that they were going to say that those words radicalize young people in France, and it's going to be very concerned as to what's going on over there. But that makes sense. Sure, I'll buy that story.
They're definitely radicalizing young people, but this is France, so everything radicalizes young people.
That is a fair statement.
That is a French statement.
Nice.
I don't do that. Don't do that.
The nice thing, I'm going to do it every time now. But that's still dumb, by the way. Does it matter? But here's the thing I don't understand, because people are still going to use those terms over there, right? It's not like this is going to... You can't...
Yeah, well, I mean, could you imagine if you called someone a streamer online in, your heavy, thick, like, French or even Quebecois accent, and then the French police bust down your door for using an anglicized word?
Yeah,
do we live in that universe?
Maybe it's for official stuff. Before we get all
gamer word. I don't know.
Man shot to death
I mean,
over gamer word.
This is very typical of French language stuff. They do this kind of thing
Okay.
all the time.
I was gonna say, Dev, it sounds like you're about to tell us a whole lot of other things about France that were not in the article.
No,
Yeah.
During the Cold
that's
War.
fine. I won't
Oh.
do that, but keep in mind,
You say-
France keeps fairly tight control over their language, unlike most countries. So
Yeah.
it shouldn't really come as a surprise, but it is hilarious.
I think in the context of the gaming industry, and specifically with the word gamers, which has always been a meme in every
Gamers.
context.
The most oppressed in society, yes.
Truly.
Yes. It's something really funny
A special
about this.
breed, even of themselves.
Jesus Christ. Then there's cloud gaming. I'm just reading off the article because it's so surreal.
They banned
There's
cloud gaming?
No. The words. It's all just the sort of
It's all
the naming of
metaphysical.
things.
You wouldn't get it.
French physical. There's cloud gaming now. I wish I could speak French, but
Hey, man, how about you just
jeux
post
vidéo
the...
et nuage
Can you post
and
the thing in the
esports
chat?
now. Yeah, jeux vidéo de compétition.
Nice.
I'm just pointing out these names are way longer than they are in English.
No.
don't
Well,
know.
yeah, it's
Like
it's a French language. What do you mean? They're the number 90 is like 40 plus 20 plus 10 or some shit. What the fuck do you mean? This is how they do things. They extend
they have
words
like a-
for no reason.
I don't
Like a
think
base
that
20 or a
90
base
is
40
40
system?
plus 20 plus 10.
That's 70. Close enough, man.
You
Right?
tried, and that's what matters.
I mean,
It's
just in
not-
general, the sort of
it's not my
idea
strong suit.
of sort of like sanctifying your language to begin with, but specifically sort of boarding it up and saying we can't be influenced by anything. I mean, if it's a dying language, like one that was spoken
Yeah.
1,000+ years ago,
French
like
is
some of the Native
definitely
American tongues, but French isn't quite there. And if all the parts of French to protect one of the most nascent industries in entertainment, I mean, I wouldn't start there, right? I would probably start with like culinary stuff.
Well, I think they
Or,
have.
like, I don't know, historical stuff.
They
Just
have,
in
though.
general. No, I'm like, but
See-
streamer, really?
Yeah.
Watch Ratatouille. They got all the
Yeah.
culinary shit. They even
That's
have a rat
fair.
in there.
The people that are so good at cooking, even a fucking rat can cook.
Even a
Called
rat
out,
can
called
game.
out.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Oh my god!
Oh, you guys just
imagine
remind me of the
Ratatouille 2, but it's just a Twitch streamer, but he's not getting his own KDs. It's just a rat behind his his snapback.
The gamer rat, dude. You never see it.
You guys are reminding me of the actual video game. Which
The Ratatouille video game,
Wait, there's a
I think it came
Ratatouille
out
video
alongside-
game?
the one with
Yeah, it
the
was like a movie
running
to
away
tie in.
segment from a grandma with a shotgun. I remember that game.
I was gonna say that sounds like you played it. How was it?
I lived it. I did it. But
I was Ratatouille.
I was grandma.
You're my grandma now.
Oh god,
I don't like this.
I like
this
it a
falls
lot.
apart so fast. Anyway, I wanted to bring that up first because I thought that was really stupid. But at the same time,
It's
if I had my
stupid,
own language,
But it's expected.
or if I were part of a oppressed group like the French,
Gamers.
I'd probably want to keep my version of Navajo's smoke signals as pure as possible. I guess. I don't know.
Nothing
Here's the
like
thing.
making fun of all of France on the first episode.
Well, here's the thing I don't understand because all they had to do was just say like, yeah, these are like French words for these anglicized words, and no one would care. But the title literally says France bans official use. What? Why?
So that's my guess. I like for esports competitions, anything that's broadcast, right? I mean, sure, whatever.
Sure, I guess.
Because my immediate knee jerk sort of visualization was what I'd already said. Like, you say the anglicized word, and then the police just bust down your door and hand you a fine, if not like outright kill you.
They
That's
grab
fair.
you by your feet, and you can see your little feet dangling on the stream. Viva la revolution!
Oh my god! They don't have swatting. They have anglicization.
Les Miserables 2, featuring Alinity and fucking Ludwig.
We should piss them off. We should use their French words here.
We better.
Yeah.
Like-
the next episode will be exclusively in French.
Bro, you speaking about this, I just literally remembered in high school I took French 1 and 2, and I think it was French 1 must have been. No, it was French 2 actually. The French 2 we learned. I think it was it potato? What's pomme de terre? Was that apple or is that's potato, isn't it? Yeah. It was the direct decision was like potato apple from the earth, and for whatever reason that was the funniest shit to me and my friends for an actual month. I'm not kidding here. We joked
That's
about.
very descriptive.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
It was it's high school, man.
Guys, I have an announcement to make.
Yeah, what's up?
what's your announcement?
So I just got a message on Discord from Hype Squad Team saying
I'm sorry, what?
that Discord rewards our platform and constantly help. Discord rewards those who use our platform and constantly help us, and so on and so forth. Guys, Discord cares about me. This totally isn't, a scam link. That's clearly not an official Discord link that they sent me.
They would never do that to you.
I'm so happy that they recognized me.
Dev,
You know
it's
what
been
I'm
a
thinking?
long couple years, but they've truly recognized you for the
Couple
greatness you
years. I've
serve.
been on this stupid platform for a greater part of a decade.
That's
you
still
should
that's
not-
technically still a couple of years. I'm not wrong. It's just the
Dev,
darkness
even
of
I
it.
didn't know that.
And you're technically still moving up in the world.
Moving sideways, at least. Yeah.
Crap.
We're all
You think
lateral
Wumpus-
thinkers here.
Is
Yeah.
Wumpus a Nigerian prince?
Honestly,
What did you say?
at this point, probably.
Wumpus is the Nigerian prince who keeps saying, I need to offload some cash. Can you take this cash? You are my long-lost relative. You know the emails that you get, the phishing ones? You think Wumpus is one of those Nigerian princes? He could be.
At this
think
point,
maybe
I'd buy
it's-
anything, to be
I
honest.
think
Giving
that
us
maybe
some
instead of
your
this-
money.
Wumpus
No,
is
you should be
definitely
giving
a
you money.
Nigerian prince, but the problem is he's not a rich Nigerian prince.
Well, no, because he put all that money, instead of like offloading it to his long-lost relatives, i.e. all of us, he founded Discord. I think that's pretty entrepreneurial. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I can
I
believe
can
that.
respect that.
What is Wumpus a donkey? What is he?
Oh,
No,
Okay,
it's a
don't-
made-up creature.
look at this idiot.
Thank you for opening Pandora's box. Let's look that up.
Oh, great.
I'm pretty sure
What
Wumpus is completely made up.
Creature.
Yeah, it's not a real thing.
Don't,
That's just
don't
a,
say that.
that's pretty
No.
much the mascot that they made. I don't think it's based off of anything. Yeah, it's
Wumpus is what you find at the inside of the treasure chest and at the end of One Piece.
Wumpus?
Wumpus is a pig.
No.
it,
No.
He's
Oh.
a made up fucking idiot.
Oh, wait,
no,
that's
you
a
guys are
pig?
dumb.
No, he's a pig.
No.
that was
No.
Is he? I mean, the snout,
I don't know.
It
What
was
the hell
all
that
an
is.
allegory to capitalism, guys.
No.
We figured it out.
Discord is just Animal Farm?
This is...
Yeah.
I can't live with this knowledge.
It also
Oh,
used
no.
to be a
Then
video
don't
game.
live.
Right on this podcast, episode 1.
Bro.
This
I don't-
podcast was written by Agatha Christie.
Wumpus apparently was.
I don't want to feel.
Wait, you say was? No, he is. We
No,
can't be doing
was.
this now.
No.
was, is,
This is all a memory.
I looked up Wumpus and it shows there's a game called Hunt the Wumpus and I was very confused as to why that. I mean, maybe that's what they got the name from, but
Hunt the Wumpus? Okay.
yeah,
what?
it's a
Hunt
text
the Wumpus
text
sounds
based
like
text-based
like a-
adventure game.
Dude,
Oh my god, 1973.
I thought you said something completely different, and we're gonna move past that.
you thought he said
Yes, we
humble
are.
Wumpus, didn't you?
Maybe.
The fuck is, oh,
I mean, it was the 70s.
I'm working with amateurs, dude.
Okay,
I'm working with-
big dig over here.
I don't know.
Like,
That was-
what?
I'm not an amateur.
Strut your
I'm a
stuff. What are
professional
you? What are
piece of
you?
shit.
What are you a pro at? Do it. Show it in
Pro?
front of the podcast right now.
You want me to start playing Osu?
That's fair. He does have that.
No, I'm talking. I'm
really.
specifically talking to Soy Boy. Do
Oh.
it.
Well, what I'm a pro at?
Yeah.
I can do nothing for an entire day, which was
Fuck, you
today,
got me
by
there.
the way.
Pretty impressive.
Thank you. I was in my bed today for 9 hours, and then I joined the call.
I went to
Hey, you know
IKEA
who else is
today.
doing
I
nothing?
couldn't even do nothing.
That's
Whoa,
fair
Whoa, hold
point.
on. You got a standing desk. By definition, you have to be doing something in order to be using it.
That is fair.
Holy shit, you're right.
You're an
Yeah,
actual
good job,
loser.
idiot. You can no longer do nothing.
Get wrecked,
You played yourself.
bastard.
Textbook, dude. Come on.
we just flame him for 30 seconds straight.
You played me.
Disconnect.
Chimik roasted live in a Spitfire.
Do you guys know who else has been doing absolutely nothing?
You?
Sonic Team. Have you guys
Oh.
seen the new Sonic Frontiers gameplay?
What is that?
Oh god.
Yo, can
Sonic
you
Frontiers
mentioned
is the
that.
latest mistake from Sega. I advise you and audience you as well look it up.
Look
I
here.
mean,
What's the name of it again? Repeat it. Sonic what?
Sonic Frontiers.
Sonic 06.
Frontier. Oh,
I mean, it might as well
finally.
be. Look at the gameplay. You tell me.
Oh, this
You
looks
tell me
cool.
what you feel.
Okay.
No,
It
I'm
looks
looking
cool. It
at
looks-
some screenshots. Let me look at the.
Oh,
World
guys,
premiere
there is
gameplay.
there is combat gameplay on. Oh, this is fantastic. This is exactly what we need,
What am I looking?
When
at?
they
guys.
open with the Breath of the Wild piano music, I cringed.
This is not looking good, guys.
Sonic is so fast, he's outrunning the graphics card. Says Nick Laney.
That's their excuse of like, yeah, we couldn't be bothered to code it properly, so he's just too fast, I guess. Lol.
Man, this.
There,
If one word can pinpoint this whole thing, and it is soulless. This thing is
Well, it's-
just.
Don't.
I could live with pure soulless, like Balan. What is it called? Wonderworld, where it's just kind of whatever, very very saccharine, very sort of gauche. Whatever
Balance
the word is,
Wonderworld was a
overly-
mistake.
Balan Wonderworld was created by the creator of Sonic, so there's a bit of a narrative thread here. But this isn't just boring. It's not even just derivative. It is literally copycatting Breath of the Wild. I mean, the gameplay that preceded this one, and audience, this
Here-
episode is in May of 2022. The gameplay that they revealed, June. The gameplay that they revealed this month, 2 videos so far. One is traversal in the overworld, and the other one is combat.
I'm watching combat
And
right
the traversal one opens with soft piano. Yes, that's what we remember from all the classic Sonic soundtracks. Soft Breath of the Wild piano.
now. Yeah, of course.
Jesus, they're like they're just
Here's the
reaching
thing
for
I
straws.
don't like, because at least with like Breath of the Wild, right? Like obviously everything was like cartoony-ish, like the you know, it wasn't like real.
cel-shaded.
It didn't look like real stuff. But it's weird because I'm watching Sonic that still looks cartoony as fuck in a real grass setting with real robots. What the fuck is this?
Okay, but that's not bad because they nailed it. They nailed us so long ago. Sonic Unleashed in 2007 or 8.
It's still a
The
problem.
daytime stages. No, but it was incredible in Sonic Unleashed. It was pretty good in Sonic Colors. Like they've done this before, and they've nailed it.
Well, they should be ashamed of
This
themselves.
is this though, Frontiers. Dude, this is not it. This is there's no level design.
Yeah,
That's the
well, that-
problem. Everything is just kind of thrown into
Well,
this
the
like,
thing,
generic
like they've been
make a
making
mountain texture.
they've been making like linear games this whole time, and why the fuck is it just open world now? Doesn't even work.
I could see it working. Like if it was an overworld with linear levels that were baked into the overworld, which this might have, but the gameplay that they decided to debut
Does not show
doesn't
that
show
at
that.
all.
It shows like rails just
Yeah,
floating in the sky.
There's just stuff in the air, dude. What the fuck is this?
It's so god awful.
He's going.
And
He
then-
like the
Yeah.
combat gameplay. He's just running around this barren wasteland fighting robots. That's all he's doing.
Okay, hold on here though. When was the last time that there's actually been a Sonic game that was decent?
Sonic
can't-
Mania?
Okay, you think you got us caught, but Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania.
When? Dude, I don't know.
That was
when?
2018, I think.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
I didn't even know
pretty
about
recent.
that one.
Now
Relatively
here's a
recent.
little caveat to that, Dev. That game was basically the first Sonic or the first or second one that came out. So it was basically like a
Okay, that doesn't
callback.
count then.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
doesn't
Okay,
count
there's
then.
That's-
multiple.
That's a little
There are
caveat.
multiple
They did
facets
change
to
it
it.
though. They did like add some stuff that was new. To be fair.
So they is what's his name? I think Christian Whitehead, headcanon, and then some other modders. It was a mod community game given blessing by Sega, and they killed it.
That-
And with killing it, they also killed Sega Team and any chance of them making a good game, because the modders clearly know the series way better. Yeah, it was 4 levels, 12 levels total. It was 4 levels from Sonic 1 and 2, I think. Another 4 levels that were like remixes from Sonic 1 through CD, and then another 4 levels that were brand new, made by the modders.
And I believe those
so
4
altogether-
levels were like some of the best because they were just so new and refreshing.
They were, yeah, exactly. But they still felt like classic
Yeah,
Sonic
yeah.
1, 2, 3, or whatever. 2D Sonic games are definitely where it's at. But again, historically, there have been really good 3D Sonic games.
Like
the daytime
Sonic
stages in
06.
Sonic Unleash.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I think
you know,
that's
Sonic
more what I
06
meant
has
was
some
the
appeal
3D.
in terms of it being a joke.
That's fair.
In terms of, yeah, middlings 3D games like the Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic and the Black Knight, both on Wii, which were enjoyable enough in their own right. You had Sonic Colors, which was on Wii and 3DS, I think, and then they recently did the remaster last year. Like, there are good 3D Sonic games, and the best ones have linear level design. It doesn't matter that they're 3D, because as long as it's linear, the Sonic team clearly knows how to do a linear game.
Haven't most, if not all, of the Sonic games that come out have been linear? This is like, isn't it like the first?
No,
like,
the original Sonic games, 1, 2, 3, Hand Knuckles,
I know how to
CD.
count.
Those are all open. There's multiple paths through each of those levels. The very first Sonic
well,
games
I meant
were
the
all
more like
multi-path.
this, like this type of open world stuff. This is the first of its kind, no?
Kind from Sonic Team. Yeah, I'm sure there
Yeah.
have been like, you know, fan
Oh,
projects that are
obviously,
like
yeah,
this, but-
100%. And they probably might have been better than this, but we'll never know, I guess.
Yeah,
We'll
I think.
never know.
Well, they probably are better
So
than this.
okay, Breath of the Wild went through the same thing, right? Where they never had a world as vast as Zelda never had a world as vast as Breath of the Wild, and we have to sort of give them the opportunity to at least try.
Mm.
And so I'm giving Team Sonic the benefit of the doubt, but the difference is all the debut gameplay that we saw for Breath of the Wild, blanket statement, made us want the game more. This game makes me not only want Sonic Frontiers less, but maybe not at all.
Yeah.
I had middling hopes before, but now I'm hopeless.
Man's is hopeless.
I'm
hopeless.
I really don't like how there's just like random stuff in the air. It makes no sense.
Yeah. God, that bothers me so much.
That's funny. It's so funny.
Man, I can't lie. I can't remember a time, and I do have Mania. I have that on my library, and I need to play it. But
It's
I've never really. I was always a Mario kid ever since I was
That's
little.
fair.
We had an NES growing up, and a toolbox filled with all these different NES games. One of them was Super Mario World or something like that. It was the one where you know, you kind of have like an overworld, and I'm sure I'm literally describing it. I think it's the one where Mario's like with his little tanuki like thing flying with his cape or something.
Super Mario World 3.
Yeah, something
it
like that. It was
2D?
for the NES. And
Okay, that sounds about right. Somewhere there.
and I just remember how much I loved that. I remember how much I loved playing Mario Show with my cousins, but I think it's simply put, I just didn't grow up with it. So whatever like added factors that people get from like Mario games, one of the big ones, I'm not saying it's the main one, but one of the big ones is the nostalgia factor, because that's what everybody bases their playing like new games. Like, hey, this doesn't play like old school thing. And then Mania, it's like, oh yeah, it really does. Is that factor? And since I didn't grow up with it, I don't care. And I
Damn,
don't think I've
that's
ever
fair.
cared.
Heartless.
The only- I mean,
Oh yeah.
like I think I speak for Soy Boy as well. Like the last time I remember being really excited about a Sonic game was that one where it was just a dumpster fire and the Game Grumps played it. Do you know what I'm talking about, Soy Boy?
Wasn't that
It was
that was 06, wasn't it? Or was that are you talking about the Black Knight one?
the other one. There's the one where they're
Unleashed with the werewolf.
no, they have like pants or something now. They literally
What?
it's weird.
Oh
Like, they have a
yeah,
scarf
yeah. The
and they have-
newest one, yeah, where he has like different gloves or something. Yeah, I forget. Yeah,
I still remember that.
I forgot the name. Was it Forces? That's not Forces. What the hell is the game
No.
called?
They have
Something.
pants. Wait, you're talking
No,
about
they
Sonic?
don't have pants.
No,
I
it's
just-
no. He has a scarf in the game for some damn reason.
Why
Oh,
would
Sonic
anyone have
Sonic
pants?
Lost Worlds, I think, or Sonic Boom. I forget which one.
Sonic Boom.
That's it.
Sonic Boom.
Boom,
Sonic,
baby.
But the TV show is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it, man. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Uh,
Yeah.
just outed myself as someone who watched the Sonic Boom TV show.
Yeah, apparently,
Fantastic.
Just outed yourself as a Sonic fan.
disgusting.
Yeah, I never really grew up with Sonic games. I've always been PC master race. I grew up with Flash games, not console games.
Loser.
Hey, Dev. We all grew up with Flash games.
We
Come
all
on.
grew up with Flash.
That's
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah, but
Mini
I grew
clips,
up with
addicting
them more
games,
than you.
Shockwave.
Um,
I grew up more. I grew up. What, more Flash than you? I had more Flash content in my childhood
Exactly.
than you did.
I had a higher ratio of Flash content to non-Flash content.
Flash plus ratioed. What was your favorite Flash game, everyone?
Oh,
Mine was
God.
definitely Ninja Zero or whatever. Final Ninja Zero mini clips.
That's a hard call. There were a bunch I liked a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because like an old classic for me was playing that bush fighting aliens game on miniclip.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was fun for no reason.
You gotta love like
Classic.
the day of or the day after 9/11. How many Flash games of killing Osama bin Laden came out? You just gotta love just that backlog of games.
That's what they used to train the SEAL team that killed him.
Mhm.
Yeah,
sense.
you're right.
They're like, study the surrounding areas and make sure you know where he is.
Meet
That's like a really shittily
Osama
drawn-
Obama.
I think as a kid,
Osama bin Laden, no.
to answer your previous question, I think as a kid I probably would have said Motherload because I don't even know. That wasn't even the game I played the most, but I just really liked that game.
Holy shit, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They had a console re-release back in 2013 or 14, I think.
Yeah, they re-released it on a couple platforms. I don't really know how that went, but
Super
I-
Motherload. That's the re-release, I think.
gotcha. I don't know what they did
Yeah.
with that, but I know it existed.
Any of you remember the game on Armor? What the fuck was the game?
Armor
The
games?
Armor games. Yeah. Do you guys play the game?
Oh, wait.
It's literally called the game.
No, but something just came to mind. Sorry, you keep speaking. There's this old. My everything was in Newgrounds. Like every Flash game I've ever played was on Newgrounds, and like anything made by Dan Paladin, and the now that team that made God, what is it called? The Castle Crashers and Alien Hominid.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Behemoth?
Behemoth, yeah. They had this one really amazing game where you're playing as this like purple skull guy. And I remember there was this other one, and this was real edgy, but practically everything was edgy at that time, was the one where you're wearing like a skull mask and you're going through like some office building and you're just chainsawing everything up.
Oh my god.
Are
Don't
you playing
kid
as, like,
don't kid
Jason
yourself.
Voorhees or something?
Everything has always been edgy and still is edgy and always will be edgy.
Always will be.
Yeah.
So that's optimistic thinking.
Yep. Oh, also, I lost the game and so has everyone else.
Wow. Good topic, my guy.
Skull
welcome.
Kid. That's the game.
Is that what it was
if you
called?
if you Google it right
Oh.
now, you might remember it.
Wait,
I think
I
Starboy does.
I remember.
It's a side
yes.
Put a link in
scroller
the-
where you have like a skull head and you're holding a chainsaw and you're just going
Yes.
through
Yes.
everything. I remember this game.
Yeah, that game was awesome, dude.
That game was amazing.
That was
Newgrounds.
that was
Oh,
a good
yeah.
game. Yeah.
Oh,
I remember.
Fancy Pants Adventures.
Oh, that's a classic game.
Fancy
say?
Pants Adventures.
Oh, of
the
course,
Fancy Pants
yeah.
Adventures.
Yeah.
Which is, did you guys ever play the full release? That was it was
No.
published by EA back in 2012, I think. 2011 maybe.
Yep. World.
Fancy Pants World, whatever it's called. Fancy Pants Adventure, I think.
Yeah.
It was a full release, so it was like a downloadable Xbox Live Arcade title back in the day. That's cool. Yeah. I like that. That was a really like that sort of nascent period for indie games in Xbox Live Arcade. They had these what would become staples of the genre. They had Limbo and Braid and Super Meat Boy. And then PlayStation would do the same thing a couple years later with like Journey and the Unfinished Swan. But that was a cool period for games because a lot of these, and Castle Crashers, of course, because a lot of these games, some of them had their origins and their sort of like their prototypes or whatever on these Flash sites, and to see them become like full-fledged games, not only that, but also like staples and cornerstones of the indie scene, I thought was really cool. I mean, just looking back at it retroactively, you can trace it back to, Newgrounds and Shockwave, Addicting Games. Yeah. Good stuff.
Those are good times. Good times to
Do you
not
guys
pay
remember-
attention in class.
Yeah. Do you guys remember instant action games? They had like 3 or 4 games maybe, but they were all developed in-house. They weren't a site for people to put their games on. They made their own games, and they were all high quality 3D browser games.
Interesting.
I was a mini clip, Fudge Games, Armor Games guy. So.
I think
Okay.
I'm mostly
Yeah, I was-
mini clip and armor games. There was another site that nobody's ever heard of that I used to call funnygames.biz.
Of course.
Okay.
Of
And
course, funny games.
The reason I used funnygames.biz was because I was at a public library and there were some kids playing Flash games on the library computers, and I asked my parents for like when we got home what site were they on, and I don't know where they got this fucking name, but they just pulled funnygames.biz out of their ass or something, and I went to it and it was a Flash game site. Like
That sound made up. Yeah.
it sounds so made up. They're like, I don't know. And one of them said funnygames.biz. And so I went there and it was Flash games.
Man.
And
When did
I
Flash
used
go
it.
out
I
again?
used it ever since.
It's been a while now, right?
I didn't explore past that. I would just watch the same like 10 stuff that I loved when I was a kid on Newgrounds like again and again. There was one animated series that I just found. I was looking like scouring, but I did find it like just by looking through it, and it's called There She Is, and it's a series about a cat and a bunny, and I remember I really liked it, but I think saying that out loud, I guess I regret it already.
Do you guys remember Xiao Xiao? The stick figure animated one that kind of played like a John Woo film?
No, sorry.
Here, I'll link the search. You tell me if you recognize this. And
Yeah.
audience, that's Xiao
Stick
Xiao.
fight.
If you're Chinese. just
Oh,
means
of
small.
course, it was my favorite. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
That was my
Shit was
favorite.
fire. Oh, it was so cool.
It was the best.
Like, I mean,
Oh.
forget the fact that, like, it could have been 3D, it could have been live action. It was just directed really well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the choreography and everything was insane.
Mm-hmm.
And to have them be stick figures is just mind-blowing. And then they had, like, 3D sequences where the camera would actually go from being side viewing to, like, in the scene as, like, someone breaks through a window.
Yep.
So
I
awesome.
remember this.
I feel like I might have seen like 1 or 2 of these, but I can't remember them that well.
I remember
What would
this.
happen to all of
There's
these stick
none of
fighting,
them.
people that like came from that scene? What they
The
end up doing now?
What these
They
stick
probably got
fighting
jobs and
people
moved on
did?
with their lives.
Yeah.
Pivot. You remember Pivot was the stick... it wasn't... Was it stick people? You could just animate whatever and Pivot.
Yeah, you just had that
We're
one
using
stick
Pivot.
guy in front of you.
Yeah. Oh, man. What happened to this thing? I
What thing?
wonder if they have more Xiao Xiao.
Oh.
They have something more recent, maybe? No, it's just the original 1 through 9.
Yeah,
There are 9 of
I'm
them?
pretty
Oh
sure
my
they
God.
just stopped. So fuck it.
There's something a lot more recent. At least I think it was more recent.
Oh.
I don't remember when it was, but it was like there was a stick figure in the computer that was like either trying to get out or like fighting the.
Animator versus animation.
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
that. That
Yes,
was
that
was
is
yeah.
more recent.
classic
though.
YouTube. That is early YouTube, I think. Pre-Google.
Yeah, but that was actually on YouTube. Xiao Xiao was like 2001, 2002.
Yeah. Xiao
Have
Xiao I
you-
found on like mini clips or Newgrounds or whatever.
Did you
Yeah.
did you guys watch that like while it was coming out? Like were you
Xiao Xiao?
anticipating new basically
I-
like all these different like Newgrounds Flash content? Because I remember that exact feeling for a couple different things. One, Eager Raptors cartoons, and the second one, and I'm sure I know one of you three like have that exact like feeling as I do, but Madness Combat guys remember that shit?
remember Madness.
I'd have
You
to look
remember
it up. I have to
Madness?
look up.
Yeah, I have to
I
look
remember
it
Oh,
up.
it was baller. I remember when like it was either the third or fourth one came out, and that caught my attention.
Oh yeah,
It was the best. It was so good.
Madness
it was made by
was
Crinkles, I
great.
think.
Okay, I recognize it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had those games too. They were really well developed.
I played the games. Yeah.
I played the
Those are
games
fun.
more than I watched any of the animations.
Complete
but
opposite for me. I mean, I was a Madness connoisseur. I loved that shit when I was a kid. But
You are mad.
something about that era of Newgrounds was a really interesting time.
Yeah, I more
Was
was on YouTube for animations and stuff, the Newgrounds, but I definitely remember a lot of the big ones like Madness. I didn't really follow them as much,
Mm-hmm.
but I played enough Flash games that I was exposed to all that stuff.
Yeah.
Sniper Assassin, anyone?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They had two different Hitman games. One of them was the Sniper Assassin one, and then one of them I forget the name of, but it had sort of a South Park sort of look about it, and it was like super gory. That one, I forget the name. But now to answer your question, the only thing I really look forward to were the ASDF cartoons.
Oh
Tom
yeah, I
Square.
remember those.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Those were just a good time.
Or just Ed's World in general. I mean, I was a huge fan of Ed's World.
I don't know that one.
Oh, that's
look at all
what
these.
Tomsko was a part of a long time ago.
Okay.
And that was a good like Flash era. Had their own website too and their own web comics. I mean that and Cyanide and Happiness had their own like website and everything. That was also a great era. I bought the book when I was like 11 or 10 or something. I bought their one of their first books they put out.
Is
That's some
Cyanide
funny
and
stuff.
Happiness? They started off as a webcomic, right?
Yeah.
And now they have like Calvin and Hobbes status. They're like this sort of ubiquitous, everyone knows them cartoon.
I think yeah. I think definitely the latter. I'm not so sure about Calvin and Hobbes.
Well, in terms of Cyanide and Happiness being on that level, or in terms of maybe Calvin and Hobbes is not as internationally known as I thought.
No, the opposite. I think that a lot more people, when looking, whether they know the name or not, when they just like look at the art, they're like, oh yeah, I for sure know it. Because I think right now, Calvin and Hobbes, specifically Calvin peeing on something, is so ubiquitous to the political movement and seeing it in the back of really shitty white trucks that it's hilarious how it's like turned on its face. Like, wait, what? So I think that when you ask somebody if they know Calvin and Hobbes, they're gonna punch you in the face, or they're like, oh yeah, that was a great time. Shit. I mean, look, I'm all for nostalgia. I'm all for talking about the past. I'm building my whole content off of that. But I'd like to talk about something present, something that just happened. Besides Jules, you Dev or you Soy Boy, have you seen the new Sony?
Oh.
God damn it. Have you watched the state of play, the Sony state of play? All the new games
I
announced?
heard about it. I've not like looked super into it.
I did not
about you, Dev?
follow it. I did
right.
not follow it.
So immediately we gotta fill you in with a couple things.
Sounds scary.
I mean,
They're adding Sonic Frontiers.
yeah.
Imagine.
It is installed on every PS5.
Out of all the games we're going to talk about, Frontiers is probably the one that's going to come out first because everything's coming out somewhere in May of next year. I mean, it makes sense because everything that was shown at that award show was amazing. The
Incredible.
Resident Evil 4 remake was finally shown, the work of it, and it's I mean, just like with any like reveal trailers, including Resident Evil 2 remake when that was coming out, not a crazy amount was shown, but there was enough to like ease the worries of anybody who was freaking out about how they were gonna touch their, like how this company with all their new staff is going to like deal with their pride and joy. I mean, Resident Evil 4 is so many people's. I mean, mine included, first Resident Evil game, and it's a lot of people's favorites. So it's cool to see that work, especially in the midst of like one of the worst dev stories I've heard in a minute. That being they're the same team that made Resident Evil 3 remake was in charge of 4, while the dev team who was doing Resident Evil 2 remake was making 8. Sorry, it's convoluted, but they were making 8. Now the game's done. They literally walked into the studio that was making Resident Evil 4, and they were like, "What the fuck is going on?" And they literally had to redo a lot of stuff from scratch. But I mean, no worries there. That reveal trailer was wicked. I mean, what do you think, Jules?
Yeah, I like the whole thing. In the context, I know I try to force at least one of these guys to watch every state of play with me. Usually
it's a real problem.
Yeah. Especially considering the majority of them have just been kind of mediocre.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
This one was a banger though. This one popped off pretty hard. I think they were very smart with having all the PSVR 2 stuff first. They showed off, and even though, you know, it's VR, it's still like, you know, oh, I don't own it, so I don't care about it, which is valid, I guess. It's entertainment, you can feel that way. The VR games that they did show off were all from highly reputable, highly, like, you know, wish-listed, ooh, I want that franchises. So they had the sequel to Saints and Sinners, which has really excellent, you know, VR first-person combat. They had the Horizons new VR game, which on the merit of its technology alone will look cool, at the very least. They had you know, the we were all waiting for it, the Mommy Please Hold Me Resident Evil 8 VR update. Oh my god, that's gonna get abused.
Wait, you can get stepped on in VR now?
You can get stepped on in real life. You just gotta be brave enough.
Boys, the future is closer than I thought.
The future is closer than I thought.
I no longer have to leave my apartment to find degeneracy. I can find it all in VR. Truly,
I thought you were about to say I could finally find degeneracy on the internet, and I was about to say, like,
Yeah.
dude, that is the first place I would look for degeneracy.
I thought you were gonna say like what have we been talking about for like an hour now?
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is the birthplace of degeneracy.
Degeneracy was birthed here. We all birthed it collectively. The rest of the state of play.
Yeah.
Did you say morbing? Don't even act. Don't answer that.
You can't morb.
Wait, does that mean
You jealous you can't morb with us?
Is MPreg?
Morbin is
What?
bussin'. What?
If we all gave birth to degeneracy and we're all guys.
Okay, don't even
morbin time.
explain to us whatever that is.
Guys, I don't know.
God damn it, Dev.
I think his tulpa came out because I don't know what the hell he just said to us,
Don't worry
His
about
eyes
it.
went white.
and that frightens me.
Well, speaking of Topa, the thing that Shimmick really got his rocks off to was Final Fantasy 16 at the end of the state of play, and preceding that was Street Fighter 6, which is now an open world MMA game.
It's so
I see that looking good. I see it working.
Okay. The second that it transitioned from its like in-game stuff, its open world stuff, and it was mainly just showing like the cinematics in engine, I was like, okay, that's cool. We've pretty much seen that in the reveal, but when are we gonna get to the gameplay? Then the gameplay happened, and the first thing we both said was like, the weight. And we were like, holy crap, every shot, every strike, every kick, every punch has weight to it. We're like, wait, what? Whoa, that's cool. I've never seen this before. Because you're picturing an arcade fighter. I mean, it's not like you're working on the Z, like, you're not working in any other dimension besides left and right. So you're limited there, but these strikes are so good. And the second I saw that, I just looked at Jules and I said, you know how many people are gonna fucking complain about this? And then I saw I think it was Ryu countering Chun-Li, and that counter immediately reminded me of Street Fighter Third Strike. And I was like, never mind, everybody that was ever gonna complain has stopped complaining now. Because there are elements that's making that game look like it's gonna succeed. It's gonna do really well. I wonder if there's gonna be a Tekken 8. I'm sure there is, or maybe they're just gonna keep going with this like never-ending season passes. But I think that the creator of Tekken really wants to push it. And honestly, there's never been a better time to own like a fight stick, because when games like this pop off every 7 years, fight stick prices go insane. And in a post-pandemic pizza party world that we live in, getting a fight stick, getting everything. I mean, I'm not even just speaking for fight sticks alone. We can all pitch in to say this. Getting tech hardware in general post 2020 is the most stressful thing in the world, and I'm so glad I got for the any viewers out there, I got a Hori Wrap 4 or whatever, Hori Wrap 4 or something like that, and it's a really decent one. I didn't know anything about fight sticks, and I found out through like reviewers, like what do they do, their top 10, and number 5 through 1 was always like $5K and above, when at the time it was like, you know, $500, whatever. And then I found out about this little creature called the Hori, and that maintained its price. And more importantly, it maintained its manufacturer, which was an issue that I had no idea would happen. Like, you would have a reliable company, but they went down under around pandemic time, and just some random like manufacturer far out east, not picking any punches, pointing out any names, but a certain country would pick it up, and they would just fuck up the manufacturing, and it would just it would just be the worst. But nobody would know that the company's different, that everything's changed, that war is different now, and people are like, what the hell, what happened? So Hori has maintained its quality, and I'm just glad. I'm glad I missed the killed time of fight stick prices.
Yeah.
I missed 2 emails from PlayStation.
Yeah, no, that's your fault, man. The one that you missed the day after, just because you didn't check your emails. I'm sorry, man. That's on you.
He still has nightmares about that.
They were both because my email was shifting them to like the effectively the spam folder, so I wasn't getting any notifications at all. So now I check. I literally have to manually type into my Gmail PlayStation every day, cause
oh my god,
cause if I miss it a third time, I'm gonna have to go up to Mr. Sony and demand that he just give me one. I'm not gonna miss a third email. I need to play Demon Souls.
You know, a millionaire crypto investor in Korea did the same thing for a crypto company called Luna when that crash just happened, and he literally walked up to that guy's front door, because by then they've talked many times, and he was like, he got arrested. So I don't know if your plan is gonna work out.
Well, I don't think the PS5 is going down value anytime soon. At the very least, it's gonna. Well, okay, that's not true. It's gonna go back down to its MSRP. It's probably not gonna go below that. We're not gonna see a PS5 on sale for at least another year. No way. Even though the Dolphins are coming back to Venice, it's gonna be
impossible to get your hands on, because everybody wants that freaking console.
No, it's gonna be somewhere in between where it was when it launched and right now, which is...
Quote me on this. Jules is not going to have a PS5 by Christmas.
Silicon is going to be expensive.
That's valid
for a while.
It's probably going to happen, but I mean, I got 2 emails in the span of 3 weeks, so I wasn't getting that before, which means that they had them in stock.
2 emails within the span of 3 weeks and not one reply. I'm sorry. I don't mean to jump on you so hard, but God, how do you fuck up that badly?
Dude, I just said they were literally not getting forwarded to my main inbox. That's how, these stupid things, it's technology trying to be helpful. Oh, we think this is spam. Let's put this in a separate folder for you. Oh, thank you, Gmail. That was just the thing I've been trying to get for almost 2 years. I just want to play Sackboy at 4K. Can I not do that? I've been trying for so long.
Jules, despite the fact that you already have played that Sackboy game, you just can't play it in the quality that you want it. You can just, since you have a PS3, you can just spend like $10, get yourself that old Demon Souls, and pretend like it's the new one.
Yeah, you're right. I could smear Vaseline over both of my eyes, and then just go down a kitty slip and slide.
You can squint a little and
pretend. The slip and slide will take me all the way to Sony Japan, and then I can beg, I can grovel, but I'm speaking English, and they won't fucking understand me.
No, it's...
Jules, it sounds like there's repressed emotions in that sense.
There's a lot of anger in your tone.
Jules, there's only one option here.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
I don't like where this is some going. Malicious shit right there.
You gotta fly
I don't like
Japan.
it, but I'm listening.
Okay, interesting. Hold on now.
Alright, so you do...
Okay.
Is you fly to Japan, and then you...
and then you act fly in Japan.
and then you break in and get one.
You go to Japan, you meet some
You
lady
could just,
boys.
you could
and
just
forget
break
your
in
life.
America and get one right now.
That's
I don't know.
Not
break
me.
into
Oh no,
America.
not me condoning theft.
I feel like those have already all been stolen.
Yeah.
You gotta
Also-
go straight to the source.
Also,
Gotta go to the
Chimik, you mentioned you condone theft, but Dev just condoned theft in Japan. So what's the...
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh, that's international
treason,
waters. Fuck that.
treason,
Look,
or
that's a
I
treason?
only
Economy.
condone high crimes. Like it's gotta be serious. I don't condone
Wait.
minor shit.
Oh, hold on, soy boy. Yeah, it's international waters if you treat the entirety of Japan as a cruise ship.
Well, wait.
What the fuck are you saying?
I mean,
quote that is the name of our title for the first episode. treat Japan as an international cruise ship.
Look, I think
Because
Japan
it's not.
counts as
They're
international
a country
waters.
with their own laws.
okay. You wanna cook
Japan
your
counts
something?
as
Like-
Japan.
I thought.
Quote
Sorry,
me
I
on
thought you were gonna
that.
say. I thought you were gonna say. Okay, you still don't have a PS5. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want a PS5 or not? In that case, treat it as international waters and go steal one then, because there are no laws in
My-
international waters.
Yeah, I can't wait to like pull a fucking Johnny Depp Amber Heard with me being presumably Amber Heard and Japan being Johnny Depp, and I'll just go, oh, but I thought the country was in international waters.
Well, look, unless you shit the bed, I think you'll be fine then.
Look, it's an island nation. It's literally surrounded by international waters. It's international waters.
That means it's prime real estate for invading. That's right, because it's
In
international
this
waters.
episode,
Yeah.
we plot an Ocean's 11 level heist to go to Japan, break into Sony HQ, and steal one PlayStation 5.
Well, I mean, if we're doing this, then I would like one as well. I mean, we're going through the whole trouble. We can grab a second one.
we steal one and we all take turns sharing.
That's fair. I
Come
can
on,
do
you
that.
don't want to be too
That's
greedy.
rich.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So an hour for everybody. This goes back to the NES shit we were talking about earlier. Everybody gets to try the one controller. Who's Mario? Who's Luigi?
Oh my god.
That reminds me. So when the PS4 came out, their gimmick was the little touchpad on it, which ended up being cool, but ultimately a total gimmick. The latest gimmick for the PS5 is its DualSense sort of haptic feedback, and so far it's been almost closing in on 2 years, and people are actually still talking about it, and they're saying it's cool.
On the taint, that thing's amazing. Okay.
That was just, what's
can't-
funny?
I can't believe you
I was
fucking
gonna
said
say the exact same thing. I'm like, reviews are in. People fucking love it.
reviews are in. Once it's in, it doesn't come out.
Yeah.
It's never leaving.
I was waiting for so long to say that.
Haptic gaming never felt so good.
Oh my god, I can finally play Sackboy's Big Adventure.
Oh my god, I can feel sack.
Oh my god.
It makes you feel like
Dude, that's a-
Spider-Man.
It makes you feel Spider-Man, right? Yeah.
Oh man.
That's a parasocial relationship with an imaginary character.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Hey, if that's not what video games are for, I don't know what they are.
I support parasocial relationships with imaginary characters, just not with YouTubers.
This man is someone who has at least 2 dual senses up his ass as he speaks.
Obviously.
That's how you know you're a 500 IQ gamer.
That's how you know you want a PS5 on a PS4.
My spidey senses are tingling.
I'll start speedrunning and I'll use a controller in my ass for splits. I'll just clench and it'll do the split.
That's
Any percent.
Yeah, being massively stupid any percent. Don't do that.
Hold on. If the technique works,
Dude,
What do you mean?
that way it doesn't interfere with your hands. You can keep playing and you can get your splits.
Yeah, but that means you have to get multiple controllers.
Okay,
Yeah,
reasonably-
but
Wait,
speedrunners,
hold on,
yeah.
Chimik. That's your biggest concern with the plan?
Yes.
Well, no, Dev has a point.
I'm
If
thinking
you have
logistically here, soy boy. Come on.
My apologies. I didn't mean to step in your shoes or anything.
He has a goal, but he needs to get there.
That's fair. That's fair.
a clench controller, Dev. A clench controller.
Yeah,
That's mappable to any button that's already on your gamepad.
yeah, exactly.
It's literally banned by the UN.
Well, it's
Top
just,
secret weapon.
it's the same thing when I play like plane simulators. I have the joystick up my asshole. I just control it with my ass. And
That's what they meant.
I like
6
the
degrees of
idea
freedom.
that this is so morally reprehensible that the only way that you can do this is you have to paddleboard with like a little like a little teeny tiny phone that's connected to like a PS3 or rather a PS5 that you paddleboard all the way out to international waters just so you can do it that way.
Why would I go to Japan to play that thing?
You're right.
No.
Wow.
Loser. Anyways.
Anyways.
By the way, Jules, real quick, if you wouldn't mind looking at what I posted in the chat, I think you'll find this very interesting.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna
I
read
hate
it.
this already. I hate both of you.
I'm just gonna say the title out
Oh
loud.
my God.
It's saying maxing out a Diablo Immortal character is reportedly could cost $110,000.
$10,000.
So, real talk, coming from a Diablo addict who almost missed multiple days of school in a row because of Diablo 3 when it came out on console.
Kind of crap.
Diablo Immortals. Diablo. I'm a Diablo myself.
That's how we call them in the community.
Yeah. Diablo. Yeah, sorry. Just immediately Diablo Immortal is really, really good until you hit the end game. Then
you need a Diablo trust fund.
No,
you need a Diablo 401k to save up to play this fucking game.
That's the worst part of the game. The story
when I get
up
there.
until level 60 is pretty good, but it's just like the end game stuff is badly implemented.
It's not badly implemented. It's not there. The only way to get there is to pay. There's really no alternate route.
Grandma, okay? Don't judge me.
This is why I do not
Grandma.
play games with microtransactions unless I am playing them with friends and I don't care about them.
Here's the thing, because Diablo 3 doesn't have any microtransactions. So I don't know what the
No,
hell
but because but because it used to, the live auction house. And it was even worse than microtransactions.
I wasn't there around that time. I think I probably...
I was.
Okay.
That shit was a mess.
Good for you.
He took that personally.
Yeah. Bro, calm down.
I was there when the text was written. Dude,
what?
you could just sell shit and get real money. And it was completely randomized because, the loot was randomized.
Yeah, the game came out in 2012. I started playing 2015. So, I was not there at the time.
I played a little bit because my computer couldn't handle it, but I was able to open up the live auction house and peruse it.
Were you playing in a fucking Macintosh? What the hell do you mean your computer couldn't handle it?
I was playing on a 2011 MacBook Pro.
What
oh my god.
Loser. Anyway,
it was
Dark Times. Yeah.
Dark Times. Alright, there was a point in my life where I played games on a 2007 MacBook Pro.
There was a point in time where I played on a 2005 Mac G5 running Tiger.
Nice.
Oh, we're gonna keep going backward. The earliest operating system I've ever played on, I don't even remember. It was emulating Windows XP. It was on a Mac G2. I played all the DK educational series. I played Neverhood. I played Myst on a Mac G2. Okay, with the original CRT monitor.
Which one was older, XP or Vista? I forget.
I don't think I ever had
XP.
a CRT monitor.
XP. I played on XP. That's the oldest
Some
operating
people still do.
My family was too tech savvy to have a CRT.
My grandfather was lazy.
Okay.
So.
If your family was so tech savvy, Dev, you would know that CRTs have better image motion than traditional monitors.
I do know that actually. But they were big, bulky, and
you're big and bulky.
This man can't handle the big, bulky screens. Are you even a gamer? What are you doing here? I bet you play Sonic Frontiers.
I bet you don't even microtransact.
You don't even microtransact?
Alright, I'm gonna flex here. My monitor, I guarantee I have the most expensive monitor here.
No, you don't, because mine's a laptop. Mine's attached to mine.
He's got you there, though.
Mine has the worst specs out of everybody here, but it serves a purpose. But I think it's more expensive than everybody else's.
I can almost
flex off. That's it. 2022 first episode. Flex off. Go ahead, Dev.
Okay, I have the best graphics card. Cope.
Yeah, you do.
That's fair. He's got it there.
Out of everybody, Dev has the best graphics card.
Yeah,
and I have
gotta
the best.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah.
By the time that comes out, the 40 series is gonna come out, and you guys are gonna get it before I do.
I don't have a 3090. I have a 3080 Ti.
Yeah, it's a 30.
No, that's
oh my bad.
And I have just a normal 30.
No, wait, what is your monitor, Dev?
1440p, 270 hertz HDR.
That's a weird refresh rate.
Nice.
What's with 270? Who
It's
pulled that number out of their ass?
it's 240, but it's factory overclocked.
So you can divide that into 93 times.
Yeah.
Does that factor into it at all?
I don't know. It has G-Sync or whatever, so it doesn't matter.
No. Jesus sync. Good stuff. I have a FreeSync. Mine's an AMD machine with an NVIDIA graphics card. 1440p, 165 hertz.
Okay. I
It's
feel
a
like
laptop, so
I
it's a
feel like
different set of,
1440p is just so much more practical. I don't need 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
on a screen
4K
this
is
size,
legit.
definitely not.
4K is
You-
nice, but I'd rather have the refresh rate. Like I
Fair
can't
enough.
play
Fair.
I can't
That's fair, that's
play
fair.
4K games even with a fucking 3080 Ti. I can't play all the fancy modern games at 240 hertz on 4K.
You mean Osu, and Osu don't even
Yeah, that's right.
say
Okay,
these,
okay.
You can't say these things.
wrecked.
We know what you play.
Now, hear me out here. Hear me out here. I have played Metro Exodus. So I've technically played games that aren't Osu that require good graphics.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at your Steam profile. It's gonna say 30 minutes in every game except Osu.
I mean, hold on. Let me see.
You're
Hold
not,
on, you're
you're
right.
not that far off. Believe it or not.
I have 3.5 hours in it.
Wow, that's almost enough to finish the first like chapter.
It
Yeah, that's crazy.
it was crashing my computer.
You're
So I
crashing
don't
my
have more.
computer.
If there was any game to crash anyone's computer, it'd be Metro Exodus, my favorite game from 2019.
I
If you
don't know
haven't played it,
why
go play it.
it's crashing my computer, but I play it for like a half an hour and then my computer just freezes.
Because it knows what you're gonna play right after.
Wait,
It's
sorry,
preventing you from
I just
doing
kind of want to continue the spiel. What's your monitor?
Flexathon?
What are you working with?
I am working with an MSI monitor that I forgot the name of. Very cool.
Good.
And
I
then
mean,
an
I'm
Asus.
super-
generally
don't
you have the sickest like newest built rig like entirety like the entire
Yeah.
thing is just new.
Yes, that is. I did build it literally less than a month ago. Hold on, I'm actually gonna go to my because I think I bought it from, was it Amazon? Hold on, what did I buy this
Mhm.
from? Right, keep talking amongst yourself while I look this up.
Gib
For
back.
for me, ever since I bought my Wacom Cintiq the 32
Mhm.
Pro thing, it's a 4K 99% Adobe RGB 32-inch screen.
Mhm.
It's wicked, but obviously for gaming, I'm just gonna bring my mini TV upstairs so I don't play games on it because I don't want to. It probably won't happen this way because I'm just dumb, but I fear that if I do any gaming on it besides like developing, it's gonna fuck it up somehow. So I'm just hooking it up for other things like Elden Ring or whatever. Like just like a mini TV near it. But in terms of like refresh rate, it's the worst out of everybody's. It's like literally only like 60 frames or something.
Man, I would want at
It is not
least
built. It is
90
not built
for-
for
It's
anything.
basically cinematic
Drawing.
as far as I'm concerned.
It's
Yeah.
a really fast PowerPoint slide.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is just not built for gaming.
1440p is, remember the second half of the PS4 Xbox One generation, they had the mid-gen refreshes, the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, and instead of doing the sensible thing, which was targeting higher refresh rates or 1440p,
Mhm.
every one of their mama developer decided to target native 4K at all costs. So about halfway through last gen, you start seeing these games that run worse than the games that came out earlier in the generation. Rise of the Tomb Raider is a perfect example. On the PS4 Pro, the 4K mode, it's not even real 4K. It's like, actually, I don't quote me on that. I don't remember, but it's either real 4K or it's interpolated. And then it just drops down to like 25 frames a second.
I don't
Stuff like
understand
that.
how people are okay with that. I would
Well,
I would rather game at 1080p.
With a locked frame rate. Either a locked 30 or a locked 60, like at the very least, if it's consistent frame pacing. And they get that this generation. On one hand, it's because these systems are stupidly overpowered. They're like PCs with 2070 Supers in them.
Mhm.
On the other hand, I think developers kind of realized, hey, we can actually achieve 4K looking images without actually rendering it as 4K. because of all these cool technologies like FSR and DLSS and all the, of course, the the proprietary methods like the Decima engine. I think Metro's developers for it, they use DLSS or something.
Yeah,
but like these things exist, and because these consoles are closer and closer to just being PCs, it's easier to implement than it would have been.
Yeah.
Or
there's no excuse
always
anymore.
trumps fidelity. By the way, that should never be a question.
Mhm.
Look at Elden Ring. That engine is old and busted. Chimik and I tried playing co-op yesterday, or was it the day before? I forget.
Yeah.
And that shit was just not working. It was just
here's the
not
thing.
working.
It worked for 5 minutes, and then the second that we both loaded in, we got invaded by some try-hard, Rivers of Blood asshole, and he just completely demolished both of us. And then we tried it again. It wouldn't even slightly work because their whole servers are malfunctioning 24/7. How many months into this game being out already? And
it's still broken.
And then we played it, and the second it took like maybe is an hour an exaggeration? At least 30 minutes of us trying to like
solid 30
meet each other in game after we got it to work the once, and then we got in and we got about 5 minutes of playtime before it says oopsie disconnected.
Yeah. I mean, it's a perfect co-op game.
From suck your mom,
Dumb soft, as I said. If you look to your friend and you say, hey, do you want to play this insanely large open world RPG for 5 minutes, then it's the perfect co-op game. It is the perfect co-op game if you want that. Okay? If you want to play longer than 5 minutes, I would wait for a patch. Yeah.
For a second there, I thought you guys were talking about New World for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait. Soy Boy, have you played Elden Ring?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
I haven't either. I want to. I want to get it, but
yeah, I thought about it too.
Wait,
$60
you totally
on
should.
it.
Wait,
please.
I'm sorry. Are you my dad?
Especially if you're getting it on PC. Yeah, son.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Sorry. Oopsie.
Yeah.
I'm on the opposite spectrum of where Jules is with his fucking 30 series overpowered nuclear titanium laptop ass. I say get it right now because I mean
it has never been better. Well, actually, it has never been better. I would assume. I don't think it's gonna go down a lot, but I think in the summer set it might go down a little bit. Enough that
historically, I think Sekiro would go down to like $47.99.
That's still pretty good.
To go down either there or 54. I mean, it's worth 60. And I said this to Shamik as well. The game itself is fine. It's just the engine is. You really got to test it, and if it's just not working on your system, refund it, and then.
You just reminded me. I'm really sorry, but because you said secure and you talked about deals, you just reminded me of like Christmas week going into GameStop because they said that like secure that whole day in GameStop and whatever their sales are like if it's finally selling for like $20 or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god, wow, I gotta go get it. I went there and they said, yeah, everybody bought it. There isn't one for another like 30 miles of your location. Do you want me to send you there? I can give you the. And I'm like, no, I'm all right. I went back home, found it on Steam for like even cheaper or whatever, and I was like, okay. I just bought it there. I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna go into a GameStop again. I mean, why would I?
I traded in when I sorry, you were saying.
Oh no, that was the end of the spiel. I was like, holy shit, like
because you want their stock price to go up.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, to the moon.
How much?
I traded in
to the moon.
I traded in Dead Space 2, Uncharted 3, and Need for Speed 2012, and I think I got a maximum of like. This was in 2013, so these games were all within 2 to 3 years of having come out. I think I maybe got like $15 to $17. It's disgusting.
It's pretty bad, but
I expected a little bit more. I expected at least 30 for 3 of those, like 10 each. They were all fairly recent games. Need for Speed had come out less than a year prior. Like,
yeah, I'm
they
sure
were like,
they sell those.
Here's money to
still.
Go to Chuck E. Cheese's. Why don't you buy yourself a stupid pizza and a dunce hat, you idiot? Like, the last time I walked into a GameStop was to get a Rick and Morty Monopoly set.
What the hell?
Oh yeah.
Why did you get a Rick
Why-
and Morty Monopoly set?
You know what? I'm tempted to end the episode right now. I'm actually
hold
offended.
on. Hold on. Why was he so aggressive with the Chuck E. Cheese pizza? It's okay pizza, bro. It can't hurt you.
Whoa!
I'm actually even more upset now.
Let's buckle up for a second. No, it isn't.
Soy boy, do you like the taste of cardboard and nothing in your mouth? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Chuck E. Cheese pizza is where death comes knocking at your door.
Do we want that?
What?
Do we want death at the?
No.
No.
Do we?
Jules? I think I misunderstood what you just said.
We absolutely better end the episode right now, or else I'm gonna have a fucking stroke.
Yeah,
Something about the combination of like
here.
cheesy, crusty grossness that is Chuck E. Cheese pizza mixed in with Rick and Morty franchise Monopoly sets.
It's funny because I
on the pieces. It's gotten me. I have to, I'm going.
Listen, we already opened with talking about the French, and that made me so sick. Anything can happen now. Okay. That's a joke, by the way.
It's funny because I've never had Chuck E. Cheese pizza, but every time someone brings it, I'm like, oh, dude, it's awesome. No reason whatsoever. I've never had it.
Yeah. Well, hold on. What?
The devil on your shoulder is just you.
Yeah,
I hate you.
Yeah, what else is new, dude?
I think we may have learned that our friend is a bad person.
No, 100%.
Shamiki doesn't have like an angel and a devil on either shoulder. It's just Chuck E. Cheese's left and right hands.
It's just the mascot of Chuck E. Cheese going poggers. You guys know about that?
My sass is my shoulders. What the hell did you say?
Okay.
What the fuck?
The Chuck E. Cheese fucking rodent mascot. He went on Twitch one time, and he was playing. I think God, what was it called? I mean, he was playing that Fall Guys game, I think, and everybody Guys? He wasn't saying anything the entire stream. Just picture this like puppet like that they have in front of a camera, and he's just playing Fall Guys, and he keeps breathing really like weirdly the entire time. He keeps going and I guess like everybody keeps spamming poggers in chat, and then in the middle of a round he just looks at the camera and he just goes poggers. And you're like, wait, hold on, what? And then he goes back to breathing really weirdly, and you gotta wonder what the hell's going on. What marketing genius said, let's let this happen?
Dev,
did they just like
so far? You were saying?
I was just did they just like find a random sex offender and put him on Twitch?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, not random, deliberate.
I mean,
deliberate.
yeah,
Dev,
clearly deliberate.
Dev, you're the swaying vote here. Shimiki and I say Chuck E. Cheese's is Chuck E. Diseases. All right, Soy Boy likes it. So
I've never had it.
Yeah. You know what?
I've also never had it, so I'm just gonna say it's the best thing that's ever been created.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, Dev, let's go.
I'm willing to never record another episode with any of you again.
I hope you bleed Chuck E. Cheese, alright?
Dude, I am the cheese.
And also, you're talking to a guy with very low standards in most things, so dude, I would eat even bad pizza.
I pass out every time I eat Domino's pizza.
That you did pass out, actually.
Okay, hold on. You did? That sounds like something
on
else.
My couch.
And on my bed.
I've passed out in multiple people's homes from eating Domino's pizza.
But it was weird though, because
when you Domino's that was right next to the house that I lived in.
Yes.
Like up north.
Yes.
That was good times. Yeah.
You remember when you well, Dev also like we ate Domino's and he passed in my bed, but it was weird because he got naked before he passed out. I found strange.
Hold on.
Okay, all right. I gotta hear the story before we wrap up this podcast.
This is slander. I did no such thing.
I need to hear this. I want as much libel and slander, and I don't want any interruptions.
That story was great because we literally ate Domino's pizza, and he passed out on my bed, and I passed out on my chair, and we woke up like a half an hour later.
No, it was longer than that.
Well, an hour, he remembers 2 hours. I don't remember. I just remember.
Well, 2 hours.
Was it? Was 2 hours?
I was asleep for 2 hours.
Was I awake when you woke up? I actually don't remember much about.
I don't think you were. Maybe you had been awake for some point, but you were.
Well, you went to
around
sleep
the same
first.
time as me.
You went to sleep first. I remember that was.
Yeah.
I turned around and then you were just dead. And I was like, damn, Domino's really killed my boy. That's crazy. That shit was fun.
Reckoning. Well, maybe save that for
Another episode. Sure. Fine.
off. Maybe how about just off air until we vet the story first.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
maybe
there was no nudity involved. He's just
Yeah.
he's
Just
just
fucking
Well,
being-
hold on. See, don't undersell it, Dev, because that might be the bare minimum we need to make it something. But anything more than that, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the. I almost said the name of another podcast. That was close. This has been. I can't believe this is a podcast. I really can't believe I just did that.
This is a.
This has been kind of funny. Yeah.
this podcast was sponsored by Linus Tech Tips.
There we go. Perfect.
No, it wasn't. That's slander.
Not really slander, is it?
No, it is because it's us.
Because it's us.
That's good. The first episode of the podcast was sponsored by ourselves. Oh, that's
Sponsored
good.
by
Ladies
the
and
Canadian
gentlemen-
government.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I have a last say on that. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bed. Good night.
Good cookie.
Bye.
Good cookie. What the fuck did I just say?
I don't know. Pie.
Puggers.
Yeah, we're done.